stop. This is your moment to pause and reset. And today's session is about feeling it to be able to release it. How often do we have an emotion that feels uncomfortable and we block it, we resist it? And the interesting thing is we don't know that the more we resist it, the more it will persist. And the more it persists, the more we will feel that, the more we will resist it. And we will start becoming this emotional conundrum, this emotional mess, what we call. But not because we're feeling, but because we're hiding, because we're pushing away our emotions. So there's a saying that goes, you got to feel it to heal it. If you don't want to feel the emotions, they're going to keep coming back. Because emotions are messengers. Emotions are learnings about what's going on, what's important, or what is our inner world, what is our inner landscape, and why do we resist that? And nowadays, again, as I mentioned last time, there's this desire to always be up, to always be happy, when all the other emotions are just as valid. In the last 4 years, it's been very tough for me. In the last months, also there's been a lot of things that have really impacted my general sense of joy. So I definitely practice choosing joy, but there's a lot of things in the external which are impacting that. And one thing that I've been teaching for the last 5 years, and what I've been doing a lot of lately, is really feeling it, really going into the body, really feeling that felt sense of what's going on with me. So sometimes I'll wake up at 4 in the morning with this pit in my stomach, and it's like, so I try and breathe, sort of to get rid of it. And no, it's not about getting rid of it, it's about being with it. Emotions have very few seconds of life. So if I actually just feel it, so I'll get this pit in my stomach and it felt like a rock, and I'll just be with it. I'm like, well, how does this rock feel? Is it tingling? Is it vibrating? What texture does it have? Does it have a weight? Does it have a color? What are the sensations? Is it a zzz that's going around? And then once I started doing that, the emotion would disappear, it would change. It would sometimes take 5 seconds for it to disappear. Sometimes it would take minutes. It does disappear. Try and remember an emotion that you've been constantly with. Maybe there's a general heaviness in your life, but it's not always that. If there's that general heaviness, there could be different reasons for that. Also, just go into it. Feel it. Recognize it. Allow it. Inquiry into the body and nurture. That's the practice of RAIN from Tara Brach. So recognizing emotions. Allow them to be. Inquiry into the body. What is it? What's the sensation? We get really curious with care, not with judgment. So really get curious about what's going on with you. And then nurture. What are some kind words you can wish to yourself? What is something kind you can do for yourself? And don't go for the glass of wine or for the chocolate. Those are temporary numbers. Really, real kindness is a hand in the heart or something that feels good, deep and long term. Then, if it is a chocolate, be mindful, eat it, enjoy it, and also feel. So feel the pleasure of eating the chocolate. Don't just eat the chocolate to cover the difficult emotions. So for this week, I wish you a connection with your emotions. Get to know them and get to release them. Thank you, and I'll see you.